Tokenmetrics is a cryptocurrency investment platform that helps users leverage machine learning to become better crypto investors. Our in-depth analysis helps eliminate the emotions of investing, find profitable investment opportunities, and filters out scams. Learn more at tokenmetrics.com.
We are live. Welcome to the Tokenmetrics Market Update Show. If you need a roadmap in crypto and you need to make money in crypto, then like and subscribe to this channel. I'm your host, Bill Noble. This show is brought to you by tokenmetrics.com, where you can use the coupon TM Holidays, all caps, to get 25% a subscription, a monthly plan, or an upgrade. Welcoming friends on the stream today. It looks like we got a whole bunch of people. I'm just back from vacation. Taz, hey. First on the stream as usual. Jojo Wave, Flipped Burger. All right. Stephen Ove. All right. Sebastian. Ryan Friends. Monet Rubing. Rule Balloon, Leon Jackson, Arthur Geralt Nazimo. Welcome. Notice from Greece. DC in the house. Arthur, what's up? All right, folks. Now that I'm back from vacation, you see, I got my, still got my vacation shirt on. Nice blue hat, show up good on TV. The star to light the way, okay? To crypto profits in 2022. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, other than the market update, we are going to do something that people in crypto are obsessed with. We are going to talk about, drum roll, the Bitcoin cycle. Now, for this market update, we're going to try to weigh in and give you something different. We know that guys like Benjamin Cohen and all these, big players have got a lot of cycle work. They've got stock to flow, etc. All that's out there. But what's not out there, which you're going to get check out today, is the work of William Gann applied to the Bitcoin cycle and how to profit using not only Bitcoin, but how to profit in altcoins, specifically layer zeros and layer ones. So stay tuned for rankings on layer zeros and layer ones, because today we are going to have a spectacular altcoin overtime. Now, I would ask for the new year that you guys, frankly, straight up hook me up and give me some love and hit the like button. So without further noise, let's get into the Bitcoin cycle. In order to measure cycles, you need a starting point. In 10 words or less, William Gann liked to use 44-month cycles. Where did he get that from? Well, let's just call it ancient numerical literature or ancient literature on numbers. The Egyptians, the Bible, you name it. So for crypto, the trick is, from what point do you start at? Like, what's the start of all Bitcoin cycles? This chart shows you where I decided to start, which was October of 2010. According to my data, that was the first big green candle on a monthly chart in Bitcoin, where Bitcoin went from 1 cent to 19 cents. So that's going to be my starting point. Now, as I go to the next chart, I'm showing you what I'm calling the first Bitcoin cycle, which I measure from October 2010 out 44 months, all right, showing the cycle ending in June 2014. So what can we learn from this picture that we can keep in mind for the rest of the presentation? Well, the first thing you want to know is the parabolic run-up occurred before the end of the cycle. This case, like 3-6 months. Then when the cycle was over, that's when you saw a more extended slump. So parabolic, down, back up, end of cycle. Let me say that again. Parabolic, down, then up, end of cycle. And then back then, you would have these crypto winters. Now, let's talk about crypto winter. Everyone's like, oh my God, it's the bear market, it's the end, blah, blah, blah. Wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Back in 2014 and 2016, that area, the parabolic run-up in Bitcoin was so huge that the 21-month moving average was well below the market, even after the cycle ended. Never mind how far it was below the market at the top of the parabolic. So what defines a crypto winter? Well, it's like, I don't know, 5 months above the 21-month moving average, and I don't know, 12 months below it, or 6 months below it, something like that. So you spend a little bit of time above a long-term mean and a little bit of time below. Now, when you say it that way, does it sound like a calamity? Does it sound like the Ice Age, where like the woolly mammoth and everyone in crypto like freezes? That's how I want to play it, okay? Now, the next cycle from 2014, okay, started in June and ended in 2018, in February. So it was parabolic up, okay, dip, then try to come back a little, and then boom. All right, now, obviously, since that parabolic was so tremendous, okay, the ensuing drop, if we look at that cycle, okay, the ensuing drop in early February of 2018, right after the blow off top. Then it took about 6 months to drop to the 21-month moving average. And then it took about, I don't know, 5 or 6 months below the 21-month moving average before it popped back up again. So yes, I know from 20K to 3K was awful. Trust me. I was in the industry at the time. It was horrible. But graphically, all that happened was you went to the 21-month moving average, you spent 6 months below it, and then it started to recover. Okay? So this thing, Bitcoin actually spent, I don't know, 6 or 7 months sitting on the 21-month moving average near 5 to 6K before launching itself. Now, note this. The launch higher occurred mid-Gann cycle. So you actually start these cycles off with declines, you bottom in the middle, and then you go up. Okay? A lot of people say, think you do nothing, and then it goes straight up. No. The cycle starts down, range, up. Okay. Let's try looking at it this way. So the cycle that we just had started in February and ended in October 2021. So that's another 44-month piece. So as I go through these things, I'm giving you 44-month pieces. And it just so happens that from the end of the last cycle, Feb 2018, to the end of the recent cycle happens to be, what do you know, the top, October 2021. Hit the like button. So how are we going to play this going forward? Well, just like last time, right? We know the cycle ends and then it approaches the 21-month moving average. But hey, look at this. Because the market has really gone sideways since March, that 21-month moving average is actually rising on a pretty sharp slope. So it's not like this thing's got to go from 65K to 5K. It's not like crypto winter is the end of the world. It's like a mild winter, right? So the new cycle, the old cycle ended in October. Now let's flip our language. The new cycle started in October. And how do we start off a cycle? Usually by going lower, which is kind of what's been happening. Bitcoin hasn't done much. The 21-month moving average is at 32K. That's probably the worst case scenario. I don't even know if it can get down there. It's probably not going to go down there because all of the equity market investors are going to come in and buy Bitcoin first thing in January. So I'm expecting the first week of January to be bullish. But eventually, as Bitcoin sits and that moving average rises, it'll be about 10 months of chop around this moving average. So in other words, Bitcoin isn't really going to do much between now and October, which is 1 month before the US midterm elections. So Bitcoin sits, right? And we're in the middle of a new cycle, right? So remember how I said it was down and then the bottom? So I'm guessing that bottom is October. And then there's a huge takeoff probably into 2024. So this monster move in Bitcoin that people are looking for doesn't get there, doesn't start until October of next year. In the meantime, we've probably got to deal with sideways to lower Bitcoin, probably with disturbances in March and May. That's a guess. Or sell in May and sell in May and go away and Rectember, right? So if that's the way it works, then how do you manage your portfolio during that period, right? How do you manage your portfolio during a sideways to lower move in Bitcoin, right? How do you do that? All right. Now, here's a guess. First thing you do is you look for altcoins. So one final word on Bitcoin. The next top is June 2025. So my conclusion on the Bitcoin cycle is this. The last cycle ended in October. The parabolic move up that everybody expected actually occurred early in the month. Earlier in 2021, because that was close to the end of the Gann-based cycle. So the parabolic that you want to be on board for will probably start October next year. Now you're like, well, Bill, that's depressing. And I'm like, well, maybe not. Maybe there are tons of plays in layer 1. And I believe the interoperability trade, the layer 0, the Cosmos Polkadot trade will be monstrous. Monstrous. Now, let's talk about the short term. Galaxy Digital, my favorite hedge fund. Okay, that is the leading indicator for crypto, hedge fund run by Mike Novogratz. I see Ryan is giving me a hard time about my hat. He's a big Eagles fan. Okay. I think Jig Cramer is a big Eagles fan too. But this isn't Cramer. This is Mike Novogratz. All right. And if Galaxy is above $26, then crypto is okay. Right? In other words, there doesn't have to, everyone is thinking, oh my God, it's go all the way up and 0. That's how everyone thinks on crypto YouTube. No. If Galaxy is okay, crypto is okay. Xavier from London, welcome. Now, at the moment, Bitcoin is not doing much of anything good. The recent decline, okay, it stopped at a Gann line and it kind of punched below the 21-day moving average. Now, why am I like, I don't care? All right. Because it's options expiration. There's tax loss selling. It's the end of the year. Bottom line is Bitcoin is probably worth $50K and it can probably stay there for an extended period of time once the January rally is over, when everybody in equities pile in. Okay. Now, Ethereum. Cameroon in the house. Welcome. There was supposed to be a Santa rally in Ethereum. There was a lot of good work out there that said Ethereum should go up. And Ethereum hit the 21-day moving average, and then it kind of just fell apart. Now, Ethereum has a long history, okay? A long history. India in the house, welcome. of boring you to death before it goes higher. So I guess if it gets really messy in Ethereum, it's 3,300. But what you can see in Ethereum is it's a downward sloping range and it keeps kind of narrowing. So Bitcoin and Ethereum may go into slumber mode. That slumber mode could last a long time. Wouldn't it be funny if everything that legacy investors, everything that they buy does nothing, while other thing in cryptos smoke higher? North Carolina in the house, Austin, Texas, welcome. Okay, so let's talk interoperability. I want my Lambo now. Well, Steph, let's talk about how you may get it. Now, in the stock market, there's a little lingo. There's always a lingo in the stock market, right? So sometimes when the whole market's going up at once, they say it's the stock market. And then when individual stocks go up or down without the market moving much, they call it a market of stocks. New York City, Turkey, Haiti, you know what I'm talking about. Portugal, London. Now, in 2022, Bolivia, if we have a market of cryptos, right? That means the market, as in Bitcoin and Ethereum, may not do much. Oh my God, North Korea, welcome. Polkadot, Cosmos, and Layer 1s may be things that moon as Bitcoin and Ethereum sit. Nigeria, welcome. So with Polkadot, you know, first it killed everybody, like me. Went to 25, then it rallied. Thank God I wasn't here because I would have been FOMOing myself crazy. Pakistan and Albania in the house, they know what I'm talking about. They know I have that slight FOMO problem. Ecuador, hello. All right. So what does Polkadot do? It breaks out, okay? Gets everybody back in FOMO mood after despair, but then it pops back down to the 21-day moving average. So as my colleague Forrest is always telling you, he's a big fan of everybody in Ireland and New York City, right? It pops up, but then it comes back down. It gives you that chance to get in. It gives you that chance to get in. So is this dip on tax loss selling an opportunity to get involved in layer 0? For my money, I say yes. Belgium, welcome. Cosmos, brought to you by our friends from Spain. Cosmos is also returning to a Gann line and the 21-day moving average. Check that out, right? So I know our friends in Sao Paulo will just love the fact that Cosmos hit the 21-day and moved up, right? I know the guys in Nigeria and Switzerland will love it. I need to get unwrecked from San Francisco. Well, you're on the right chart, sir. You are on the right place, because if Cosmos is not the leader of the market next year, then I don't know if the market can go up. Said differently, Polkadot, Cosmos, layer 1, and interoperability. In other words, while Bitcoin and ETH sit, okay, while they sit, that is the opportunity for the crypto world to connect itself, to form Web3. Elon Musk, remember that? Web3, where is it? I don't see it. Okay, well, just wait a while. Wait a while, all right? Cosmos, Polkadot, okay? On our chart here, Aragon, that's in the Cosmos ecosystem. Don't worry, Metaverse is coming. Polygon, okay? Matic continues to show up. You know, it's kind of the only way Ethereum competes. Luna, Sushi, and Aave, momentum plays. Okay, so Matic gets to our 280 target and comes off. Matic will probably go sideways until the 21-day moving average catches up. Right now, it's at 2.3. So the cool thing about working off a moving average is that you don't have to drop to the support necessarily. You can, but the market can go sideways while that moving average catches up, and then it can go again. And I think that's how it's going to work in Matic. Okay, ticker symbol ANT, Aragon. One of the reasons why you got to subscribe to tokenmetrics.com, because our indices that use artificial intelligence from our rankings flagged Aragon when it was sitting, guess where, on the 21-day moving average. Okay. 21-day moving average at where? 5. And then it went to 13. So, you guys, you got to get on board, right? Because this is a Coinbase coin, right? This thing caught QNT in 2021. It caught Solana. It caught this one. It caught Avalanche. I mean, this stuff's on Coinbase. There was no gas fee to get involved in this coin. Chainlink could be a surprise move in 2022. Remember how I said Bitcoin could sit still for 10 months? Well, Chainlink has been doing nothing for a while, right? Can't even talk about it almost. So if Chainlink stays on support at 20, which guess what that is? Drum roll, the 21-day moving average. I think Chainlink could turn around, take out 23, and possibly go to either 38 or 50. If you look at Yearn Finance, same type of thing. Goes way up, goes from 18K to 38K, and then drops to 28K, right? But that's the 21-day moving average. So if our AI likes the trend, right, and the AI does a pretty good job of catching the trend as your friend. So if there's an altcoin rally because there's a Bitcoin winter, then, buying dips in the things that could survive or revive from DeFi 1.0 may make sense. Now, Cardano, again, I saw a YouTube video that says, is Cardano dead? Or Cardano is dead. I don't think Cardano's dead at all. Matter of fact, I think it's time, to give Cardano some love along with my friends in Cyprus, right? For Cardano to actually hit the 21-day moving average and go higher, right? Cardano topped in March. Cardano's been in Cardano winter for a while. So if Cardano, if there's a narrative where this stuff starts to come online, if it was kind of like buy the hype, sell the lack of execution, if they actually execute, this could go up a lot. Helium, somebody asking for that. I haven't forgotten about you. Okay, Helium goes from 60 to 28. Every time Helium loses half of its value, all right, you can turn around and take it higher. Okay, the 21-day moving average is at 34. I think Helium's probably going to go sideways, possibly, until that moving average catches up. And then Helium's probably going right back to 61. Not investment advice. IOTA. Okay, IOTA. All right, we are looking at this. Let's use that terminology. We're looking at this closely. We think that this could be like a layer 0 sleeper. They just started staking, very limited supply on exchanges. Okay, it went from $1 to $1.50. You can see people who are bag holders, because this is an older coin, are getting out. But I wonder, based on the fact that it broke out of the bottom of the triangle, whether it can turn around and take out the top of the triangle. Matter of fact, it should. So this could be a $2 coin. Yes, I know it's not a traditional layer 0. All right. So thank you for correcting me on that. But I think IOTA could be a component of what I would call the interoperability trade. Let's call it that way. Now, sushi. All right, we kind of got this on the way up as it came through the 21-day moving average. Clearly, there's an attempt here by this coin to change its tokenomics, right? But the big question is, can it take out this diagonal line at $10 and change? Because the last 2 times, because I was doing a little bit of FOMO, the last 2 times in the fall, this thing tried to take out that diagonal line. Okay. Now, IPAR is asking, what's the chance of lengthening cycles? I don't think it's a lengthening cycle. I think the cycle ended in October, okay? And the question is, the Bitcoin cycle, keeping in mind, the Bitcoin cycle will produce a sideways market with a couple of down moves, but the real trade from now until October is in altcoins, right? Obviously, you have to trade back and forth, okay? So it doesn't make sense to pay $10 for sushi. It's better to wait for a sideways consolidation and dip because that's going to be the reality of the new year, right? Bitcoins go sideways, altcoins go up, right? The whole market goes down. Okay, Bitcoin maybe comes back a little, altcoins go up a lot, right? So, for our friends in Algeria, and I hear you on Casper, I'll try to get that up there. But you don't necessarily want to be buying strength. Don't necessarily want to be buying strength. You want to buy stuff on dips if you can. Now, if sushi smokes through 10, great. Then the whole space will go up. Synthetics. Now, this is a case where, there was a move. It was dead. It went from 4.5 to like 7 almost, and then comes back down to the 21-day moving average. So if there's hope for synthetics, then it could turn around and go up. AVAX coming soon. There's a hint. It's on the 21-day moving average. Aha, here it is. Taz asks and Token Metrics delivers. Okay. If Avalanche holds a 104, if you get a chance to buy Avalanche on the 21-day moving average, how have you done in the recent past? Back in October, when you could buy it around 60, okay, you got a breakout and then you got the return move. And what have you got this time? A breakout and then a return move. I mean, who says Avalanche can't go to 250? If you wanted to get long for 250, the risk reward based on the way these moving averages trade, you would do it basically now. All right, folks, that was the market update. Delaware, welcome. All right, Cube, I'm going to get to that. Don't worry. Luna is coming up. Now, folks, I'm going to take a little bit of a minor coffee break here. Take a sip while you consider hitting the like button. If you're watching the video of this, I would also ask you to hit the like button. That helps us help you. So without further ado, let's hit altcoin overtime. Phantom, check it out, right? We were talking about this, all right, when it was kind of hitting support at $1. Now it's back doing its thing where it's consolidating below 2.5. Okay, in my opinion, if Phantom doesn't back off, that 21-day moving average is going to continue to slope up, and there's going to be an eventual break through 2.5 and a move to 4. Okay, Algorand. I think everybody who was going to sell Algorand has done so. Bold prediction, may eat my words, but I think everybody who was a bag holder in Algorand got out around 2. They crushed it to $1.30. Then you had the last group of tax loss selling or give up trade yesterday. And now I think Algorand, on top of its 21-day moving average, could be the time to get in. Yes, Polkadot breakout soon. Someone's asking. Yes, I think this is the dip to look at the layer 1s and the layer 0s. In other words, I almost feel like, especially with Bitcoin probably going to have a good early January, if you can't buy it now, it's like I almost feel like, geez, you can't buy it, right? Because it's giving you the dip right on a good number. DeFi perp, check it out, right? Thought this was dead, broke out and came back, and there were buyers on the 21-day moving average. So that could be in your Aves, your Compound. If these projects can reinvent their tokenomics, there's room here. And you know what, folks? This could all be led by Chainlink, right? Don't underestimate Chainlink in 2022. Render, somebody was asking for that. This is the multi-coin metaverse play. Multi-coin is a big crypto hedge fund. So everyone FOMOs in on multi-coin. Everyone takes profits, right, from earlier in the year. Everyone sells the rally, and then it sits at the 21-day moving average right on support at 465. Okay, I'm guessing that this is unless the market falls apart, right? If I was looking to get involved, you get involved in something with a good story on a dip at support. If support doesn't hold, you stop out, right? But the risk reward is much, much better than when I went on vacation. Believe it or not, the risk reward in Sandbox is pretty good. It's sitting on a trend line. It did a nice breakout from a teacup and handle. I don't see any reason why Sandbox can't go to 8. No reason. right? Engine coin, same thing, right? The former ceiling became the floor around 217, right? It rallied, broke out, came off hard. Where did it come off to? Drum roll, the 21-day moving average at 272. So if people are looking to get involved, that's where you would get involved. Okay. Luna, everybody was all over this. Everybody wanted to FOMO in at 100. That was our target at a Gann line. Forrest will tell you that these projects will give you dips to get in. Forrest, I think, maybe wanted to buy it around 70-ish, right? Luna may go sideways, or it may give you the dip to 76. That's the 21-day moving average. And I think you either get it down there or you wait for that 21-day to catch up. Okay, I looked at PYR, all right, really difficult chart, right? In other words, there's just no definitive action in things like PYR yet, but I'll try to pull up the chart later. Crypto.com, interesting that our AI or our ranking system flags this as part of the Cosmos universe. Interesting. Okay. Holding at 56 cents. Now, if there are buyers at 56 cents, I'm encouraged. If there isn't, then maybe you got time. Okay. Cube. Somebody was asking about this. I liked Cube, but it went to its 21-day moving average and the sellers hit it. It couldn't get through it. So until the bulls can come back in and take out 12, okay, like I said, I like the Cube chart, but I don't like the Cube price action right this second, hoping for redemption. Gala Games, a lot of people asking about that. Kind of the same deal. It's holding on a Gann line at 45 cents, and let's keep our fingers crossed that that holds. Would love to see a move back above 50 cents. Decentraland, kind of the same thing. Now, Decentraland's a little bit better because Decentraland has got a head and shoulders bottom going on. So if Decentraland is above 4, it's probably heading for 5 or 6. Right? I think these big cap metaverse coins, like I was watching a basketball game, and Facebook's got its Meta logo on the floor of Madison Square Garden for basketball. I mean, if that's true, where are Decentraland and Sandbox going? They got to go back to their highs. They got to make a new high. Now, if not, again, you can wait and hang out and wait for Decentraland to get above its 21-day around 337, see if it holds, and then get involved. Do you have to do anything right now? No. Do you have to wait for a giant green candle to FOMO in? No. You can just be patient and wait and see what happens. And if you get the good price action and the breakout, okay, all right, that's when you get involved. Okay, AVAX will keep going up. I agree in the comments. Solana. Sometimes, I mean, when I saw Solana at 200 on my vacation, I was like, all right, thank God, I don't have to worry about this going down. Here's how I think Solana is going to work. I think if the market goes down, Solana is going to get killed. It's going to go to 100. But I don't think the market's going to get killed. I think the Bitcoin is probably going up the first week of January. I think Solana is another one of these things that may have to range trade for a long time. In other words, the range in Solana may be 180 to 250 or 150 to 250, right? In other words, Solana is probably a great narrative, but I don't know that it has the chart momentum anymore. So nothing wrong with Solana, but the longer it range trades, the better it is for the long term. Okay, now KDA. I know everyone was asking about KDA. The 21-day moving average is at 11.5. There may be one more down thrust, or you may have to wait a week for that moving average to catch up. But it's obvious people want to buy these layer ones. Like, yeah, there were some people that used the uptick to get out because there was resistance at 16. And this was a huge moonshot this year. But I think there are going to be dip buyers if it goes down to 11.5. Okay, Atlas, okay, not good price action. Hits the 21-day and comes off. Could be tax loss selling and people giving up. Seek VR, would love to see it above 75 cents. So doesn't look, looks okay. Buyers are in charge, but I would really want to see a move above 75 cents before I'm like, all right, the FOMO can come back. All right. Theta. All right. Another big play early last year that got totally destroyed. Everybody gave up. All right. And then dip buyers are coming in. Interesting, right? Audius, same thing. Everyone gave up. Then it smoked higher. Everyone's giving up again. And there's support at $1.60. Okay. I might be inclined to get some Audius if it came to $1.60, particularly if altcoins can have a good first quarter. Oh my God, Dusk. Back to tokenmetrics.com and that coupon code TM Holidays. Don't worry, I got ICP. I got it in there. I appreciate the ICP fans who come on the show. Dusk was in our token metrics rankings. Right? Dusk is up huge today, taking out support at 108. Okay, if it can hold and bounce on top of 108, 173 could be next. I don't think you have to FOMO in today, but I know Dusk was one of our highly ranked small cap layer ones, which brings me to another point. That's small cap layer ones, like not necessarily degen, but if there are interoperability and layer one coins that are small caps, this whole idea of how many layer ones there be could expand out. All right. So here's the smart contract rankings, right? Luna at the top, Rose up 15% today. Phantom, Dusk, Near all up. Avalanche down, probably an opportunity. Okay. VLX, another possible opportunity. Broke out, came back to really nice support. It's got the 21-day moving average underneath it at 25 cents. So a lot of support below, and a move to 60 is possible. Rose, okay, Rose, possible move to 43 cents. It's up today. I can see this going to 86 cents, but it's got to get above 43 and then retest it and then go up. I am not going direct FOMO in anything anymore. I got to see a breakout. I got to see a dip to support, and then it'll go. Don't direct FOMO into anything, okay, unless you're doing like real super small cap stuff. And even in that case, I think this is the type of a market going forward where there will be dips to get in. Now, Cosmos, okay, when will Cosmos take off? And if it does, right, what goes with it? Well, Oasis, Aragon, check that out, huh? I didn't know that. Crypto.com, Anchor Protocol, all right? Anything in these layer zero universes could smoke higher. Now, I didn't put the Polkadot chart up because I'm saving that one for subscribers, but here's a hint. A lot of the Polkadot universe is pretty beat up. The Polkadot universe in the altcoin space is beat up. So there may be value investing opportunities. Okay, ticker symbol ANC. All right, again, falls below the 21-day moving average. Not exciting, right? I know FET has been killing me. I know it has not been the best play, right? ANC fell below its 21-day moving average, but I think this is interesting because this is this start, stop formation. So, yeah, this could go lower. Yeah, this has got to get above its 21-day moving average. But I'm wondering if there is a catalyst out there, this thing could get going. Okay, ICP, a lot of people asking for this. Unfortunately, no good chart used yet, right? It went back to an old floor, and that floor acted as a ceiling that was around $28. Then it came off hard, and I think it's got to be above 25 for you to keep hope alive. If it's above 28, then you're good to go. But for the moment, it looks like bears are in charge. Harmony, okay, smart contract platform, hits 27, comes off. So it can't get through this Gann line, okay? It can't get through this Gann line, right? And it's got to hold 21 cents in order for it to continue higher. V-Chain, haven't forgotten about you out there, okay? Got the nice pop to 10 cents, really thought it was going to go up, of course. And then what does it do? It retraces. An important lesson. So when you get these retracements, okay, you want it to turn around and hold. So if VeChain is any good, it'll hold 9 cents. Sol, very interesting. Very interesting here. Okay. Sitting on top of its 21-day moving average. I call that a bird on a wire getting ready to fly. Would not be surprised if the market holds up, if this can't turn around and go to 350. You want to buy stuff on support. And that is altcoin overtime. So let me see if I can help everybody out, because I know everybody needs to know what's going on with their coin heading into the end of the year. So since I'm going to do some serious, hopefully some serious, if the technology cooperates, I'm going to share my screen. All right. And we are going to go into like requests. Why? Well, because I love y'all at Tokenmetrics. We definitely appreciate all of our customers out there and all of their business. So let's see what I can get when I share my screen and bring up TradingView. And let's see if I can just, I saw somebody asking for curve. So let's start with that. All right. What do I got? Where's curve? Coming at you. Don't give up out there. Okay, curve. There we go. All right, now what curve's got to do is get above this Gann line that I have right at around 5.1. So for curve fans, you got to see it above 5.13 in order for it to be any good. Casper, yes, I know we got friends who are looking at Casper, probably either for hope or tax loss selling. I get it. Okay, Casper cannot get through its 21-day moving average, right? I hate it. I hate that they're selling it around 12 cents. Now, if Casper can get back above this average, that's good. But I got to be honest, you got to be careful that people don't give up here. You got to be careful of that. Okay, so I'm not going to lie. I want Casper to go up, right? But it does scare me that you're seeing this at this time of year. Now, people may give up this year, or they may take their loss at the start of next year. In either case, you definitely want to see Casper take out that 20 cents. I'm sorry, take out that 11-cent level, 12 cents. All right. Let's look at, people were asking for Hex. No, y'all love Hex. If I can get Hex up here. Stay with me. I'm finding it. Okay, Hex. Okay, so with this, the ceiling is now the floor. So the ceiling was at 27 cents, and there could be a flow trade in this. It may go back up to 50. It took out the 21-day moving average. It looks like everybody gave up. So, I mean, if they really want to get it going, honestly, they have to take out the resistance at 33 cents. So if Hex is above 33 cents, because y'all know I can't be with you always, all right? Hex is got to be above 33 cents to get going, okay? Let me see if I can get SLP up. Okay, again, another one of these cases where you got to really, really hurt coin that every time it gets to its 21-day moving average, it just fails, right? You got to know, I know it's a long stream. You got to know where the 21-day moving average is on your coin, okay? I'm looking for Meta Hero. Here it is. Okay. Now, you know what? I want to like this. I think it's very interesting, and I want to like it. But the problem is it cannot get back above its 21-day moving average. It had a huge opportunity to do so at 16 cents, and then they hit it. Now, hopefully, they bring it back when they bring Bitcoin back. If not, the downside risk is 10 cents. Okay? Somebody's asking for DAG. Let's check that out. All right. So somebody was also asking for, So DAG got above its 21-day and it's holding. So as long as it's above 16 cents, there's a possibility it can go to 25. REN, okay, the interoperability play that we, hate to love, all right, right here is holding its 21-day moving average at 57 cents. This coin is so painful, but maybe one day it won't be. In the short term, tactically, it's got to hold 57 cents. I'm not FOMOing in to REN, okay, because of what it can do when it turns around and it retraces. All right, folks, that's it for today. We are going to be live all week. We are going to be live tomorrow, and the big boss and the quant chief will be here on Friday. TM Holidays with an S on the end, all caps, no spaces. That gives you a 25% discount, okay, on upgrades and new plans for new customers. That's monthly and annual plans. So go check it out, because if 2022 is slow Bitcoin, okay, and it's going to have these spurts of altcoin cycles, right? It's going to have these mini rallies like what we just had, right? You got to be able to catch those rallies when you get them. It's going to be a trader market, all right? You can hodl, right? But if you want to catch the wave in some of these coins like Dusk, tokenmetrics.com, or you can like and subscribe to this channel. Like and subscribe to this channel. Folks, we had this video that got like 13,000 views where one of my colleagues took you through layer zeros, right? So, yes, dude, those are lobsters on the shirt. Trying to give you some variety in the wardrobe. All right, Bobby, we will get you next time. Okay. Pronia, how long does plan upgrade take? Our support guys will help you with that. I believe it's support@tokenmetrics.com. Waz says, hold your ETH. You will be rewarded. Stay with Token Metrics. Stay with this channel. Folks, we appreciate you. Happy New Year. I'll be here all week.